Man, I'm just all stressed out. 3 jobs, 3 kids, 3 committees that I volunteer on. How about you take a vacation then, just to relax yourself? A vacation? What's that? Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is Life is Awesome. Turn your ordinary life into an awesome one. Today, we're going to talk about how to have peace in your life and to manage stress. Be sure to stay until the end of the video where I will give you my best tips and tricks on how to have peace and to manage your stress. These are all tips that I use myself personally and they work. Please remember to like and subscribe and also hit the bell to be notified of new videos. Stress is a normal part of our lives. In fact, it is something that has a very negative connotation, although we have to understand that having moderate levels of stress is actually good for us. What do I mean by that? That stress is good in moderate levels. Well, when we have moderate stress, that is what helps us to perform at our best. Hey Barney, are you sure it's really a good idea to hunt in these mountains? I heard it's dangerous. Oh come on Fred, you're a Flintstone, right? You're not gonna be afraid of any old monsters. Did you hear that? I think I'm feeling a little stressed, which I think will help me run faster if necessary. Don't worry about it. I have no stress, no problem. No. Because when we have a little bit of stress, what the stress does is hones your senses. It sharpens your senses. It allows you to focus better. Your concentration goes up. Your heart rate goes up a little bit. And all of these help you do the best that you can do. It is necessary to have a little bit of stress so that we do perform in life. So whether you're at work or whether you're at home, having a little bit of stress allows you to perform at your peak performance. Now the stress that we talk about obviously is the negative stress. And the negative stress is what happens when your stress level goes above and beyond the normal moderate level of stress. Having some stress is actually normal. Say you have to do a presentation, or you have to give a piano recital, or you have to give a public speech. Hey son, it's almost your turn to go up and play it on the piano for the piano recital. Are you nervous? Well, I guess you're not nervous. I see you're still practicing your piano on the air. This is not me practicing my piano on the air. It's just, I'm just so stressed. Stress is absolutely normal, as long as it only lasts for a short period of time. This is because our body has something called a fight or flight response. And this goes back to the days when our ancestors were hunters. So if they run into a wild animal that can eat them, they have to have that stress level go up. Their heart rate increases, their concentration increases, their focus increases. The body sends more blood and oxygen to the muscles so that they're able to run away from the danger. But once they run away from the danger, then the levels of stress should go back down to normal. And in today's world, actually, stress has become the new norm. And what happens is, with very stressful jobs, very stressful lives, very stressful family situations, kids, volunteering, people demanding this from you, demanding that from you. When you have so much stress and that's going on every day, that is affecting your sleep, it's affecting your performance at work or at home. What this does is it creates that fight or flight response that stays at a very high level that maintains for a long period of time. And what happens after that is that your body starts to be exhausted. And then you could fall into all kinds of problems, health problems and also mental problems. When you're in that situation, you have several options. You can prepare yourself mentally and have relaxation skills ready. So some people, for example, would take a retreat or a vacation where they're away from that stress for some time so that they have time to recover. And sometimes that's all that's needed, a vacation or a break from whatever the situation is. That's why it's very, very important to take vacations. And employers know this. That's why a lot of them have mandatory vacation days that the employees must take, because employers understand that if employees do not take vacation, then they could lead to stress, could lead to burnout, could lead to exhaustion, could lead to sick leave, which costs a lot to the employer. And the stress industry, which includes things like psychiatrists or social workers or doctors or physiotherapists or chiropractors, this is a multi-million or multi-billion dollar industry because we're all so stressed out in our lives. And adding on always on technology just adds to the problem. We have our smartphones, our tablets, our computers, we're connected 24 hours a day. And what happens is our brain never has time to calm down, never has time to relax, never has time to just shut off for a moment. What you have to do, and you have to understand, is that you have to know how to turn off stress if it's in your control. Other things you can do to reduce your stress level is just to remind yourself that you've been through challenges before in your life, and you've been through so much before, and you thought at that time you just cannot overcome whatever difficulty you're in. Oh man, I have to give a 5-minute presentation for work tomorrow. How can I talk for about anything for 5 minutes straight? Oh yeah, I remember I used to give those 50-minute presentations during school. Yeah. Oh man, how can I manage 2 jobs? It's just so much work. Oh yeah, I used to have 5 jobs when I was in university, and I had to study full time. But remember this now, that you've overcome every single obstacle you had in your life before. You think you could not overcome this mountain, but you've overcome so many other mountains in your life, and all those mountains have helped prepare you for today's challenges. You're able to face them on. You're able to tackle them. One thing you have to know is you have to remind yourself that you are capable of overcoming any obstacle. Remind yourself that winter does not last forever. Oh, okay, we might have an exception here. Spring will come one day. Even your problems, everything shall pass. One day, your days will get better again. So remind yourself you've been able to overcome problems in the past, and you are going to have better days coming up in the future. So what are some other options? Well, if you have a really stressful job, you can consider changing it. Man, I just hate my job as a dog food taster. If you're in a troublesome relationship, you have to think about ways to communicate or to adjust that relationship. And I know that today, being busy is like the hallmark of being successful. Not only we have 1 job, 2 jobs, a family, 2, 3 kids, volunteering for maybe like 3 different committees. I know because I've done this before. Is that we take on way too much sometimes, and we're just not able to keep up with it all. At that time, you might have to think about maybe giving up on some of those positions and roles, at least temporarily. Maybe some of them have to be permanent. But think to yourself, at this particular time, what is more important? Your health or your status? Your health is the most important asset that you have. Time is another very important asset. Make sure you take care of these 2 things. Take care of your health, and your body will take care of you when you most need it. Think about how you use your time. Plot it all out on a piece of paper. Is it the way you want to spend your time? Are you wasting your time in so many areas and you're being just so busy thinking it's being productive? But being busy is not necessarily being productive. You could be productive without being busy if you know how to focus on something concrete. And you focus on the most important tasks that you have to do. Think about asking for help. I know that's scary because I also do not like asking for help as well. But you'll find that the people around you are more often than not very willing to help you out if you just ask for it. Because it shows that they have something to offer. They feel like they have some kind of position that they're able to help you. And that brings other people joy. So as long as you know how to ask for help, you'll find it in very unlikely places. Take care of your health. Be sure you know how to use your time properly. Take that vacation. Take that little mental break. Go for a walk. Do meditation. Go read a book. This is Life is Awesome. If you like what you see in this video, please be sure to like and subscribe, and also leave a comment below. How do you deal with stress? Let me know in the comments below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.